Hello all, welcome to the YouTube channel of Chameli Devi Institute of Pharmacy Indore. Today here we are going to demonstrate how to prepare TLC plate and how to perform TLC separation. So first of all I just want to describe the term TLC. TLC says thin layer chromatography. It's a valuable analytical technique. It provides rapid separation and thus gives us an idea about the nature of the components of a mixture. It can be used to identify compounds, to check the purity, to monitor the reaction, progress, extraction and purification and many more. It is usually done on a small glass plate coated with a thin layer of a solid, which is generally commonly silica, or we can use alumina also, and that plate is called the stationary phase. And the organic solvent or the solvent mixture, it will be acting as a mobile phase. So it is again the chromatography, separation of the components of a mixture on the basis of the stationary phase and the mobile phase. We are going to perform with the help of the TLC plate here. And the principle behind this TLC is basically the adsorption phenomena, or we can say adsorption chromatography. In this procedure, the simple mixture is applied near the bottom of the plate as a small spot and then placed in a jar containing a few ml of solvent. The solvent climbs up the plate by the capillary action, carrying the sample mixture along with it. Each compound in the mixture moves at a different rate depending upon its affinity towards the mobile phase and the strength of its adsorption to the stationary phase. When the solvent gets near the top of the plate, we will remove the plate and allow to evaporate, and leaving the and then the plate will be observed with the help of some detecting substances, like in this case we can use iodine here, or with the help of the UV chamber we can observe the fluorescence developed on the plate. So basically, for the demonstration of a thin layer chromatography, what we need to have? We need to have this TLC chamber, measuring cylinder, TLC plates, pipette sucker, pestle mortar, watch glass along with your fusion tubes, capillary tubes, and apart from this, the requirement of the chemical. See, the salicylic acid is the substance whose TLC we are going to perform here. So salicylic acid, distilled water, silica gel, our mobile phase system, that is the N-hexane, and ethyl acetate. So these are all the requirements of your plate TLC paper, TLC chromatography. So basically here we are going to prepare our TLC plates first, and these are the plates, glass plates, and we are going to prepare that plates. So for that we will go for, we just take silica gel and we are going to prepare a slurry of it. So for the preparation of the slurry, we are going to add some silica in the pestle mortar. So we are going to take this silica gel, and then after this we are going to add smooth slurry of the silica with the help of the distilled water. I am going to add a little distilled water here and then mix it to prepare the slurry. I am going to add a little distilled water and then saturating it. So when you are going to prepare this, you need to look about the consistency of the slurry. So it must be in accordance so that it can be poured easily. And when we are going to put it on the plate, then a thin layer of the liquid must be there on the plate. So we are going to take the plate again. Now after preparation of the smooth slurry, we have to pour it on our glass plate and put the glass plate in somewhat slanting position and take the slurry and then pour it from here so that and then finally move it the slurry like this so that it covers the complete plate, leaving us a thinnest layer as much as possible, and then so this is our TLC plate which is developed here. So for 2 minutes we need to air dry it, and then we have to activate the plate in the hot air oven at 120 degrees centigrade to 130 degrees centigrade for about 30 minutes. So I'll put this, keep it in the hot air oven for 30 minutes at 120 to 130 degrees centigrade. After air drying for 3 to 4 minutes, we are going to keep this slide in the hot air oven. So we have placed that in the hot air oven, the slide in the hot air oven, and after this we are going to take the slide after 30 minutes and we have maintained the temperature at 120 degrees centigrade. So now after putting our slides in the hot air oven, meanwhile we are going to prepare our capillary tubes for taking the sample. So here I am going to start this and how to use the capillary tubes. See here. So you have to take your capillary tubes and then from the center keep it in the flame, and then while rolling the same and then take this. So you have to take all the capillary tubes and you have to prepare likewise so that small spot can be prepared using these capillary tubes. So here we have made all the capillary tubes for spotting of the sample on the TLC plate. So now this is our TLC plate which we have prepared. It is activated in the hot air oven at 120 to 130 degrees centigrade for half an hour. Now we are going to, we also have here the capillary tubes for making the spot, and also have this mobile phase system which contains 6 ml of the hexane and 4 ml of the ethyl acetate. 6 is to 4 ratio of hexane is to ethyl acetate, and these are our samples. The sample, this is the reference standard, which is the pure salicylic acid sample which is prepared in the ethanol, and this was the crude product of the salicylic acid which we need to judge with the help of the capillary, with the help of the TLC slide. So here I am going to go for, first of all, placing the spot on this slide. So for the making proper spot, we will take one capillary which is very sharpened from here, and we have already discussed how we have prepared this, and we are going to make a spot on this line which is an imaginary line which is about 2 millimeter from the base of this slide. So we are going to place one spot of our reference first in one part over the slide. So we are going to take this and we are going to make a spot over here. So we have kept our reference sample at one side, and then secondly we are going to add another spot which is of our sample, and we are going to take this. So here we are going to place our sample in the other side on the TLC plate. So in the same line we are going to place our spot over here. Try to make a very small spot. And then we have this mobile face. We are going to transfer this in the development tank, and I'm going to take a little of this here of our solution. Then we are going to saturate this for some time, for 2 to 3 minutes. So we are going to place filter paper with the saturation of the time, and then covering it again with the lid. So now here we are going to place our TLC plate inside this chamber, and we are going to keep it here in this vertical position, and then allow the mobile face to run in the slide. So allow the TLC plate to run for some time, and then we have to take this TLC plate again from the TLC chamber, and then again allow it to air dry or evaporate for around 1 minute, and then we can go for detection of this spots with the help of iodine chamber. Here the sample is running along with the mobile face, and allow the mobile face to run more than 3/4 of the slide, and do not allow the sample the mobile face to run in the whole slide. And then we will take it out of this chamber, and then we will go for detection of the spot. Now we are going to take our slide from this chamber. So take out the slide from the chamber, and then allow it to air dry for a while. So this is the required solvent from the base, from where we have kept the spot of our samples, up to the mark where we have mobile face is there, mobile face runs, is the solvent front. And then when we go for the detection of this spots, we'll get the solute front, which is the distance traveled by our solute molecule, and then by comparing it with the reference substance, we can get the substance whether it is salicylic acid or not. So now this is our detection system, where we have placed some iodine and kept it on heat so that the iodine fumes out. And in this chamber we are going to place our slide or TLC slide. So we are going to place it. So here we are placing our TLC slide in this, and then looking for the spot to come. And we can observe here that the solvent front was there and the solute front are in this range. The two little spots are seen here, but we can say since it was a hidden trial method, so the solvent system must be changed, because the spots coming over here are suggesting us to change the solvent because the solvent was not run up along with the our sample, so that our mobile phase. Since because of this observation, we are going to again put this in the prepare a second slide and then go for development of that slide in some other mixture, in another solvent mobile phase system. So since we have got the observations, we are going to take a second chance, and we have changed the polarity of the solvent here. We have now prepared the solvent in the 1:1 ratio of hexane to ethyl acetate, and now again we are going to make a spot on this slide. First, the reference sample. So we are going to put a mark on that on the second slide, on second TLC plate. So place it here. Place the mark, and then we are going to take our spot of our sample. Parallel to that, but on the other side of the TLC plate, we have placed the spot. And then, now we are going to transfer this into this chamber, and here the mobile system phase system is changed. So we are going to keep this slide into this. We have already saturated the system with the new solvent system in the 1:1 ratio of hexane to ethyl acetate. So now the TLC plate is there, and the solvent is moving along the TLC plate due to the capillary action. So mobile phase runs here up to a good height, and we are going to again take this slide and putting it on the development tank, not the development tank but the iodine chamber, where we can observe the spot. So we are going to take out the slide. This is again the second slide, and we are going to air dry it for a while, and then we are going to take it on the iodine fumes. So here we are going to place the slide in the iodine chamber again and allowing it to rest here for a while, and check out for the spots they are observed. Now at this point you can see here the two spots are coming on the same height, so it is visible here. So we can calculate the RF value
by using the solute front as well as the solvent front, the distance traveled by the solute as well as the distance traveled by the solvent. So this is all about TLC. Thank you.